What's up guys, another great fight on this week's card. We have Thiago Moises facing off against Christos Giagos. Really interesting fight here. But before we get into it guys, this video is sponsored by Full Reptile Collective, brought to you by Dan Hardy. Head over to their website at fullreptile.co.uk where you can find anything from training gear, t-shirts, hoodies, all the way to coffee. For an exclusive 10% off, use Dan Said So at checkout. Make sure to also check out their YouTube channel for some of the best MMA content out there, bar my own. Let's get back to the video. Alright guys, let's start with Thiago Moises here because we want to talk about a young guy. I think he's 26 or 27 years old now. He's been in the UFC a few years. He's looked good and he's looked average. But by the average people, I just want to let you know of who he's actually faced, because after he got through on Dana White's Contender Series, his first fight in the UFC was against Dariush. Okay, that's a ridiculous fight to first have. He then won his next fight, very good, against a similar unknown at the time. And then he fights Ismagulov. Okay, good start. Then he goes on a nice 3-fight win streak. He ankle locks Michael Johnson, he gets Bobby Green and Alex Hernandez and wins all 3, which is very good. If you can beat Bobby Green and Alex Hernandez, okay, you're definitely like a top 15 guy. That's my opinion. Bobby Green has hands for days. Alex Hernandez is physically ridiculous. Great speed, great technique, lacks little execution in times and rushes things, but he's good. Then he fights Islam Makhachev and Joel Alvarez. This just isn't fair sometimes to the fella. I mean, he got finished by both. He was in it for 4 rounds against Islam. Had some excellent moments in that fight. Landed some good body kicks. Kind of ran out with energy, to be honest. His lateral movement after round 2 was nothing, and he was just standing there like a sitting duck waiting for the takedowns. Did actually take Islam down as well, and nearly got his back. He's too damn good. And Joel Alvarez just ran right through him. Just absolutely pieced him up, to be honest. So here we have him against Christos, who to me is a massive lightweight, but Tiago is always a smaller lightweight for me. I always thought he could potentially make featherweight. He's got more of that frame. Islam looked giant compared, next to him. Everyone towers over him and makes him look big. So I'm not sure if lightweight is his future class. He's still a very, very good lightweight. Christos is more his level. I'm going to say that right now. I'm a big fan of Thiago Moises. Christos annoys me a little bit with how reckless he can be at times, but he's going to be someone that's really pushing the pace against Thiago Moises. I was going to say Alvarez. And he's looking to dominate him in areas where Tiago might be lacking, which is, to be honest, the boxing. So the bread and butter, obviously, of Thiago Moises is his jiu-jitsu. Grappling is at extremely high level. His kicking game has come a long way as well. In and out movement, low kicks, smashes that inside leg up, body kicks for days. His hands have got better, but I wouldn't say his hands are excellent. He's going to be facing someone like Christos now, who has very good hands in my opinion. He's a good all-round mixed martial artist. He's not great everywhere, but he's very good in the boxing. When we come to Christos, who's coming off that loss, devastating left hook from Armen, which went over in the Armen breakdown as well. I feel bad for him. Like, these guys have had a little run for the mill. He lost to Drakkar close, if you remember as well, guys, but he did beat Sean Soriano, and he has got excellent neck attacks as well, which is, I don't see him getting Thiago Moises with anything like that, to be honest, unless he really hurts him. It is potential. He's going to be pushing that pace. He's going to be getting right in Thiago's face. Thiago's going to have to implement some form of grappling here, because there is no way I suspect that he's going to be able to get that frame off of him, no problem. I actually think stylistically Christos has a really good chance here to do some serious damage to Tiago. I think if he neutralizes the movement by smashing up his leg, get Tiago's circling motion completely redundant, similar to how Islam did it. Islam did it just through pressure and wearing his cardio down. I think Christos could do it by actually damaging the lead leg. After he damages that lead leg, he has to work those boxes, get inside with the clinch, land those elbows over the top. From the break, make sure you exploit all of his negatives. So if Tiago's landing in the clinch, when it breaks, you make sure he suffers or pays for that, because those are the moments I think Tiago is going to excel in. When he gets to that clinch, the amount of times he's spun Islam back over to the fence and put pressure on him, he will do that to Christos, and when that happens, he'll pick him up, he'll grab him down, and he will work through that guard until he gets to a dominant position, wins the round or even subs him. I personally think overall as a package, Thiago Moises has way more potential. I think he's faced far better people than Christos has. But this is a really tough fight for Tiago stylistically, just because of the frame and the size of Christos and the power he does possess. I just don't know whether he's a little bit chinny. But guys, I am going Thiago Moises. I think it's a very close fight. I think on paper it's close, and actually, matter of fact, it is as well. Thiago Moises has a lot of potential. He's still really young. Christos, I think he's around that top 15 mark. I don't think he's ever going to excel past that. I think that's the kind of level he's at, which is fine. That's still UFC caliber. I think Thiago Moises has the potential to be a top 10 fighter, so I would like to see Thiago Moises win. Let us know, guys, your thoughts on the fight. Who have you got? Leave it in the comments below. Like the video if you have enjoyed it, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the fight. Cheers.